What's up? Zombie Heads here. I'm going to show you every single thing you can do on your PlayStation 4 using Share Factory to make the most awesome YouTube gaming videos. And basically, we're going to have a table of contents down below in the description. Please click on it below if you'd just like to skip around to certain things you want to see. This might be a very long video. And please give it a like if it helps you out. I really hope it do and help people get continue their careers or hobbies as YouTube gaming uploaders. Alright, so in the very beginning, you need to pick a theme. Certain games may have themes that go along with them. I'm going to pick this one right here just for this video, and here we go. When you start, it gives you, this is going to be an intro animation, you have a title screen, an outro animation, and this is like your very last clip at the end. You can always deselect things you don't want by hitting X or select them again. As long as there's a check mark there, it is going to appear in your project, but you can always delete them later in the project if you don't want them in your final video. And down below here are going to be all your gaming clips that you use to make your own YouTube videos. As you see, now there are check marks with numbers. See what I mean? You are selecting the order. I highly recommend, if you want clips to appear in a certain order, that you either write down these file names or you have a really good memory and preview your videos so that you lay them out in the order you want. It is almost impossible in Share Factory to rearrange clips once you begin your project. I'll show you a little tip just in case you do forget a clip, how to add one, but word to the wise, know the order of clips and select them. Even if you have to write them down, I actually write the file names down if I have to. So let's say I wanted these 4 clips and I have them in the order I want, everything up here that I'd like to include, and we're going to begin the project by hitting square on the bottom. As you see, it says Start Project Square. And if you'd like to rename it, I do suggest you do that. Let's call it shares. Alright. There we go. So now, if you'd like to begin, you can hit options. I always just hit save project right here to start. It's a good idea to save your project once in a while, just in case like your power goes out. You'd hate to lose a whole hour's worth of work. Alright, so here's your intro animation. This is a transition. This is your title screen, transition, and here are my clips. I am now navigating with my thumb on the pad in the middle of the controller, which is the fastest. As I flicked it to the right, see how quickly we arrive at the end of the video, where we have your outro animation and your outro. And as you can see, in between all these clips, you have a little transition by default. We can change them, delete them, whatever we want. Alright, so say you're going through your clips and you're like, oh no, I needed one right between these two right here, a specific clip. If you need it to appear between these two, you're going to need to have your time marker highlighting the clip on the left. Now on the very bottom you see an X and a plus sign. You hit the X, add a clip, X, and let's say we forgot this one right here. X, as you see it's check mark now, and now add clips at the bottom with the square. Hit the square. Good, there it is. It falls directly between these two now. Alright, let's say you had you would need to find this duplicated, say it was at the end of your video and just erase the duplicate copy in case you were rearranging your clips. To delete a video clip, pretty much it's very simple. You have it highlighted, the clip that you would like to erase. See the little wrench there with the square? I'm hitting square. Right here, delete clip, X, confirm it, X. Alright, it is gone. Now some basic controls, button controls. If I hit R2, it plays the video. R2 stops the video. If I hit L2, as you see it's full screen. R2 is going to play it. R2 is going to pause it. I'm hitting circle to go back. Alright. Now a tip for me to you, which I think is a good tip, but you don't want to start your video by having like a bunch of just, you want to pretty much get right to the action. Maybe like right here, we'll cut out this little 90-degree turn I made, right? And we'll start it, say we'll start right here. So the action starts within about 5 seconds after the viewer starts watching our video. So to start it right here, if you have this real huge clip, say I'm about in the middle of it, I'm going to hit the square. I'm going to come right over here. I'm going to split this clip right here where I want it. Hit X, confirm it. I'm going to erase all this right here, which is now the trash can is square as I'm in this edit menu. So I'm hitting square, delete it, confirm. There you go. So when this clip starts, basically here you go. It's pretty much right into the action. No waiting around. People aren't going to tune out because you're just standing there. You know what I mean? I just think that's a good tip. So you want to trim your clip so you cut out all the junk that nobody wants to see. So like, see, after that, I sort of just am standing around here, and I would probably end this clip, let's say right about here. Okay, I'm going to split it right there, and I'm going to delete this one right here. So now I'd like to cover the trimming clip feature when it comes to editing your videos. So let's say originally, like I had suggested, you wanted to start your action like right about here. So let's pretend that we had split this clip right here, and we had deleted this, and now it starts right here. And let's say you added let's say you're blending these two clips together with a transition, and you're like, you know what, I really wish that this one, I never erased that part earlier. Okay, so here's where trimming clips comes in handy. So have the video that you want to add a little bit to the left again. Remember, if your clip actually begins here, you can't add length at the beginning, but there are like 7 minutes ahead of this. So basically you want to add a little bit more before it. So use the trim clip feature with your wrench menu there to square. Here you go, trim clip. So as you see, the right analog and the left analog are marked R and L. Okay, R, L. So let's add that length back in here. Let's go back come back at least a couple seconds before where you're planning on cropping it. See the check mark in the bottom right hand corner there? You can also see what I mean. You can hit the L1 and L2 to go frame by frame, but I always go a couple seconds earlier. I hit X for the check mark. We like it right there. And then I come back and I inspect it afterwards and say like, this is exactly where I want it to be now. Pretty easy. I'm going to just hit the wrench menu there. We're going to split this clip right here. See the bottom left hand corner, it says L2, and it has the marker with the film. I don't like to use that because it can be confusing and it's not always going to be exactly where I want it, but you can hit L2 right now and it'll snip it so you lost everything from the left, it deleted it. But in the same manner, see how you get to the right and it disappears and it won't let you do it. So I prefer to just split the clip exactly where I want it. I think it's a little bit less confusing. See, now it's highlighting. You're gonna clip everything from the left, but when you get to a point, it just blacks out. Much easier. Just come here. We use a trim clip to add this length. Say we want it to start right here. Okay, there you go. I'm going to make sure I'm on the wrench menu. Split my clip right here. Confirm it. Good. And we can delete that little piece of junk that we don't need there. So all happy now, and we can do whatever we want. Now we're happy. We re-added this part of our clip to our video that we're making. Okay, so here comes another tip. Let's say we're going to join these two clips here. For one, plan things ahead. There's no undo button in Share Factory. You can't you can't do something and just undo it. And another thing that's a sort of a downfall with Share Factory is, say you wanted to adjust volume. Say you find out that all your clips are just too low volume. You have to actually, see the wrench menu with the square, you actually have to go and say you're going to do clip volume. It starts at 80% for the default for whatever reason, but you manually have to go bump them all up. Say you just found that like 175% is what you need for people to hear it, and I would confirm it, right? So now check this out. This is what sucks. All right, see this clip volume, 175%. Whenever you're editing, if you do happen to say you're going to split this up and do an effect, maybe you're going to add a title here and you're going to crop this clip here. Let's just do it real quick. We'll split this clip right here, confirm it. All right, see now this here, your original one, if we check it out, the clip volume is at 175 like we wanted, but then the other one is now at back to 80. So you're going to have to manually just recheck everything at the end. Make sure if you were adjusting volume or things like that, that you go back and redo it. You know what I mean? Because if you split a clip, once you split a clip, everything to the right of that clip goes back to default. Okay, so besides adding video clips, you can also add a screenshot to your project. So go to your X, the add menu, right over here, add a screenshot. Let's see, let's pick this Warframe shot right here. Hit X to select it, and we're going to hit the square right. See, it comes in there, always going to come in at like a 5-second length clip, and treat them the same as a video clip. You can trim the clip. Look, you can drag it all the way as far as you want. Say you're just going to play some background music for 5 minutes. There you go. Drag it out 5 minutes and you could have a cool background or something. But let's just make it 4 seconds for right now. Check mark. There you go. You could use that for an awesome title screen. How about that? See, check it out. Better than the actual Share Factory theme. So we could add a transition. I don't know. Let's put that one on there. And let's be random and we'll add this transition. Alright, so as you can see there, your video would start and you got a really awesome screenshot there to start. You could overlay some type, make it your title, whatever you want, and it'll fade into your video. Alright, and of course there's no sound with this clip at all, so that is how you add. And of course, say you're going to remove one, this would be how you just remove, same as a video, just delete it right here. Delete the clip. Still calls it a clip. Confirm, gone. There's more potential to just adding a screenshot. Check this out right here. This is something I did to be creative. Alright, you like that? I hope so. Alright, so this is basically a screenshot that I took right here, and I used the transitions to sort of fade in, fade out. So 1 second long clip, and as you see, it sort of overlays, and the colors get all crazy, and I think it looks pretty cool. So if you want to learn how to do something like that, maybe inspire you guys to do something a little bit more creative. As you can see, my battery, the battery is getting low on my controller, but we're going to complete it before we run out of battery power, as long as I can find where this clip is. Alright, so basically what you want to do, you find that exact moment, like I had. Oh, here we go. Right. Let's just use that for this one. Okay. Do not touch your left or right. Don't touch any analog sticks. You don't want it to move from here at this moment. So what you need to do, you're going to press L2 for the full screen. Alright, wait for that little menu on the bottom to disappear. And there it goes. Alright, now you hold in your share button. Hold it. I'm holding it. Still holding it. See that little icon on the left? Now I let go. That means it just took that screenshot, okay? So now I'm hitting circle. Don't hit left or right on anything. Hit circle. And right now I'm going to use that wrench menu with the square. Come right over here. We're going to split this clip right here. X. Confirm it. Alright. Now with this left one highlighted, you're going to hit your X to add the screenshot that you just took. There it is right there. Hit X. I hit square when I'm done. So this is what we got. This 5 second clip here. As you can see, it is in order right there. Okay. Or you could have a cool stop motion. How about that? There's another thing you could do. Bow. Alright, so here we go. On this clip right here, the first thing I'm going to do is add a transition. This is what I used. I used this HSB fade for the clip that I showed you a moment ago. And now you want to have your screenshot highlighted. Add a transition. We're going to use the same one here. Alright, so now you got your clip. It's 5 seconds long. Okay, you need to reduce this as short as possible down to 1 second, like Share Factory will let you. You hit the square right there. Come to trim clip. Alright, hit your R. With your R, you just push it all the way left. See, it'll make it a 2 second clip right there. You can see in the bottom left of the picture frame. 2 seconds. Alright, hit the X. And there you go. And hit play. And this is what you got. So hopefully, well, it looks a little different than the other one. There you go. Maybe the PlayStation was just messing with me, but there you go. Got it. Alright. Looks pretty cool, right? So how about that? You can get creative with your actual screenshots. I'll show you what transitions are. It's if you want a pro video, you're going to have a transition between your clips in most cases. So here we go. The X, the plus sign in the very bottom left is your add menu. I'm going to hit X. As you see over here, add transition. I'm going to hit X on that. So here are transitions. Cinematic is going to match, like say I selected this top 10 countdown kind of theme. If you wanted to transition like that, I'm going to show you the more what I think are cooler. Let's do this one here. It's like a blur fade. All right, so I'm going to hit X. And as you see here, this is what it looks like. It will blur from one clip into the next. Like that. Pretty sweet, huh? Alright, and another thing you can always do, if you want to edit it, you can always delete or change a transition. Make sure it's highlighted there in orange. You're going to your wrench menu, which is the square. Bring it up here. Come down here. Now it says Edit Transition. So you hit X on that. You could delete it if you wanted to, replace it with a different one, okay? Let's do that. We're going to replace it. Let's say we want to do this burn fade right here. Okay, so check it out. It's going to have like the default is sort of like a red color into the next clip. Let's say we don't like red, okay, but we like this effect. Simply highlight your transition there. You use your wrench menu there. Bring up this thing where it says Edit Transition, okay. Transition Settings over here on the right. Hit X. Here you go. This place, I never use it. I'm using the left analog stick. I don't know why you would, but maybe you find a use for it. It just, you're off-centering your transition for whatever reason. If I get back up on it. Alright, put it back to default here. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Alright, down here is color. You have a slider here. You can change, say you liked blue, because the background is sort of blue. You want to use sort of like a blue color, right? And then down here is your saturation, which will be lighter the farther to the left you go. Excuse me. And then down here is brightness. Say, let's make it sort of like a darker color, you know, to the left. Brighter to the right. Down here are colors. These are like default colors. Basically, if you're going to use this right here, if I confirm it with X. Okay, now if you view your colors again, see down here on the right, this swatch right here, it saves some of your recently used colors. So if you want to keep adding a transition and make them all this color that you really liked, simply come down here and you select this blue right here in the very right hand. See where I'm at? And that will apply that color effect to every transition that you'd like to edit later in your project. Okay, so we're going to hit X to confirm it, and now let's see how it looks in blue. Awesome. See, so same thing. Say we wanted to make this match, you highlight it, really simple, bring up your wrench menu, edit transition. Here we go, we're going to replace it with this burn fade we used in the last one. I'm hitting X. Alright, see how it's red? I'm going to see the wrench on the bottom, hitting square. Let's go to Edit Transition, hitting X. Transition Settings. Come all the way down here to Color. And there you go, on the right. This is that blue we used in the last one. Just hit X to select it. Hit X to confirm it. And there you go. It matches, right? So we have the same exact blue transition. Alright, into our outro. Say you hate this animation. You want to get rid of it? Simple, alright? See your wrench menu. Hit the square for that. And we're going to delete this clip. Confirm. Here's your transition. See, that's why it's good to plan things ahead. Of course, if you have to, just always come back and simply X to add transition. Get your burn fade. Real quick, it's highlighted. I'm coming down here. Edit transition settings. See how fast it'll be when you're done making a whole bunch of these videos. Right over there. There's the blue. It's back. Hit X to confirm it. Let's play it. Alright, nice fade out into the final Share Factory clip. Okay, so I hope I taught you something there. You'll be a pro at this by the time you're done watching this video. And just to give you an idea of what some other transitions look like, if you wanted to, let's replace this transition, let's say with a wipe. Here we go. How about, let's just vertical bands out. Alright, hit X there. And this is what it looks like when it swaps. See, so there's a lot of little effects you can do. I encourage you to play around, see things you like. And let's just do, how about we replace it with a cinematic. This is gonna fit your theme. Like say you're doing a top 10 video or something, or say just like this right here, this little circle button. There you go. This is what the theme. So it's important if you do pick a theme in the beginning because you get different transition graphics, which a lot of them are pretty cool, but you know, it's up to you. I encourage you to play around and see which ones you like and use them. Alright, so let's leave it at that, and let's get into the next topic, which is filters. Filters is an easy way. Say you wanted a black and white clip. Say you're like, you know what, this video would be really sweet if I could get this in black and white or some other color, you know, like it's a cool effect. Add a filter. So with your X and the plus sign in the bottom left hand corner, I'm hitting X. Add effects, and here are filters. See your filter menu here on the left that you scroll to? You hit X on filters and it brings up this menu right here. So let's say instead of black and white, we like to do the sepia, right? So we're going to hit X on that. It's as simple as that. It's a it looks like maybe a security camera or something. You're watching your guy whack someone over the head on a good old-fashioned sepia-toned security camera, right? Some filters you cannot edit. Sepia, I know you can. Say you didn't like this exact sepia tint. Simply with your wrench there in the square, you're hitting square. See this down here in the bottom? Right here. It is edit filter. You're hitting X on that. You could delete it, or here you go, filter settings. Not every filter is editable, but I know sepia is, and as you can see there, I'm using the left analog stick. Wow, it's super bright, you know, but here you go. Say you want it really dark. There you go. Some have actual options that you can edit. So let's say we wanted it right there. You hit X to confirm it. There you go. Nice sepia, and we altered it to be a little yellow. All right. If you want to remove a filter or just, you know, get the clip back to normal, see it has this effects symbol right here underneath my time cursor there. Simply hit the square for the wrench, edit the filter, and you can always just delete it. Okay, so there you go. If you want to see another one real quick, if you haven't used Share Factory before, here is, I'm hitting the wrong button there, X for add menu, add effects. Let's do this blur. Alright, see, so for whatever reason, if you have something you want to blur it out, make it look a little blurry, there you go. Alright, and we'll just filter settings, see, blurry, really blurry, okay, a little bit of blur. But I hit circle for cancel, I'm going to hit the wrench, and let's just delete that one right there. So that basically covers filters. Alright, so next, let's do layout. Alright, we're going to have a clip right here. I really am not a fan of layout. I don't have too many things I'd ever consider using it for, but say for some reason we're going to want to change the way this looks. This is what layouts look like. Alright, add. Remember, you're going to add something, so X for the plus sign there, add. Add effects. Over here, layouts, see layout? There you go. The background of the theme of your video, like I picked that top 10 theme, so as you see behind, see how my video is in the top right, and you see the background of that top 10 theme that I picked for my theme of this project. Let's say you have, here's widescreen. See how it looks in widescreen now? Let's say we want to change it, or do you just want to see something else? X for whatever, the wrench. Oh, square for the wrench. Come down here, see edit layout, it's highlighted, hit X. You can delete it if you want to, right? Alright, some have settings, that one I guess does not. Let's try a different one. So X for your add menu, add effects. Back in this layout section, here's what this would look like here. As you see, it's broken up into like 5 panes of video play, and you can see your background there, which, I don't know, you might like it, but something you might want to mess around with. Later, I'm going to show you how to add commentary. When you use commentary with the actual camera, you can add that to your Share Factory video. You might actually want to use something like, let's add this right here. See how it puts your video in the bottom left, and then you can actually place your face cam up in the top right while you talk about the clip. Otherwise, I really just never use layouts. But I covered it, so if you wanted to know about it, there you go. That's how you add them, delete them. So now let's cover slow motion. This is what slow motion looks like in Share Factory, 1/8 of the speed when you're going step by step, frame by frame. This is the slowest you can set it on. I'll show you a little tip here at the end if you want something even slower than that. There's a little trick you can do. I'll show you how to do it, but that's what it looks like, frame by frame. Alright, and there's one other option with Time Bender here. Let's say you wanted to check out the smooth option, how that looks. Other than it adds a little bit of a black border around it, but here you go. As you can see, it goes frame by frame, but it actually blends them together. And depending on what game you're playing, it might look a little different. I like how it looks in Warframe. But this is my little sequence here I made, and I'll show you how to do it, to set it up if you want to have slow motion animation. It's a little bit cooler than just adding one clip of slow motion being done with it. So you can, of course, move on if you've seen all you've wanted to see right now. But if you'd like to see how I did that, let us continue. So this is the same clip. I'm going to edit it just the same how I did there. When you're making a slow motion clip, the way I'm doing it here, you want to find the very last frame of the slowest part of your slow motion, which would be, let's say we want to do it right, Let's say I want to do it right here. Alright, so this is going to be the last frame of the slowest part of our slow motion animation. I'm going to hit the square right here. I'm going to split this clip right here. Alright, and depending on the game you're playing, it might be a longer length of a clip that you're editing. So you might have a more than 1 second here, but Share Factory only lets you edit. See the little orange arrows appear there by the time marker? The shortest clip you can have is exactly 1 second long. I'm going to split it right here. Now I have 1 full second right in the middle. This is going to be the slowest part of my slow motion animation. So get back to your wrench menu here, hit the square, come into Time Bender. So now this is where you control the speed of your clip. To the right is fast, to the left is slow. I'm going to go, for my little demo here, all the way to the left as far as you can go, 1/8. And as I said, I like smooth in my Warframe videos, so I'm going to use smooth. I'm going to hit X right here. So there you go. And as I said, if you're happy with this, feel free to move on. But if you'd like to get my little pro tip on how to edit a video like a boss, feel free to continue with me here in my little tutorial. So there you go, and we're back to normal speed, right? Alright, so we're not done yet. Come over on the left here. Split this clip exactly 1 second before your slowest part of your slow motion animation. So right here, I'm going to split it. Come over here to the right, and we're going to split this one as soon as those arrows show up. There you go. So we have 1 second afterwards, too. Confirm that. All right. And while we're here, let's go into our Time Bender menu, and we're going to go, let's say, half speed. Come down, checking off smooth. So I put half speed clip before, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to also make this half speed in Time Bender here. Time bead, play speed. 1/2, smooth. There you go. All right. So check it out. Here we go. It slows down a little bit right before the slowest part. I think it adds a nice effect. You know, it adds a transition from normal speed to slowest speed. As you see here, it sort of speeds out of it back to normal. And that might be also fine for a lot of you guys. But if you'd like to continue a little bit further, this is what I like to do. All right. So this clip can be like 10 seconds. It can be 8 minutes. Whatever it is. You can always come back, and you can always edit these again if you want to change the speed or style. I want you to take this full clip, and I want you to hit the square, go into Time Bender, make it 2 times the speed. Doesn't matter down here, smoother step, because for this little split second, it's not going to matter. So just hit X on step if you like. Now I need to split this clip as soon as those arrows show up, because you just want a spurt of super fast animation before your slow motion starts. Alright, and I'm going to hit this X right here. We're going to split it there. There you go. Then come over to this, the clip that you don't want to be in 2 times the speed. Get to your wrench menu. Oh, don't split it. Get to the wrench menu. Time Bender. 1X. You're editing this back to normal speed right here. So there you go. We're going to do this right after here. We're going to Time Bender. Make this 2 times the speed. I'm going to bring up my wrench menu again. We're going to, as soon as it lets us, as soon as those orange arrows appear, right there. All right, split it right here, and highlight your the rest of your clip to the right here. And we're going to bring up the wrench menu, get back into the Time Bender menu, and convert it back to normal 1x, normal speed. So I just recreated that little that transition I opened with here. But there you go. This is we'll just play it. This is how it looks. Normal speed. Here comes the bad guy. Real quick speed up to like half the speed, right into your slowest part of your slow motion. As we whack him again with our spearmint scythe, and it speeds up a little bit out of it, right in that super fast clip to normal. I just think it looks really cool. Hope you guys liked it, or you can add on to it. You know, feel free to. I hope you can think of cooler stuff than I can with Share Factory. But there you go. That is slow motion. Now, as I promised, if you want something even slower than this is 1/8, the slowest speed that Share Factory will let you do. I have this clip right here. It's the same exact clip, but earlier I came and I rendered this video in when I see I'm playing it right now. It's already in slow motion. I actually rendered it in Share Factory and saved it as a clip So I'm going to slow it down even more. So when I started the project, I added this slow motion clip I had already made into my project. So let's say, let's just, to give you an example, we're going to stop it right here. Let's just split this clip right there. There you go. Let's come back to the beginning of this slow motion animation. Or let's say right when he's about to whack him. Let's say right there. We'll split this clip again. Now you're going to go back into your time bender menu, and you can slow it down. Let's say we slowed it down to 1/8 again. I suggest your original video you save it as step, so that you can always change it to smooth later if you like. But I'm gonna come down here. 1/8 the speed, smooth. Let's see how it looks. I hope you guys understand or follow me what I'm doing here. But this now is like 1/16 speed. So if you follow what I'm saying, I took this clip by itself, I rendered it with Share Factory at 1/8 speed so that I could come back in here later and slow it down even more. So if you really have a scene you're trying to, say you're playing a first-person shooter or something, and you really got something you really want to slow down more, and Share Factory lets you do it, this is what you can do right here. So as you see, you could export this again at 16th speed and re-import it. You could continue this until it's going so slow you'd hardly even know anything's going on. You know what I mean? But might be useful if you have a commentary, like you really have something you want to talk about at length over a clip. But just a tip, something to keep in mind if you guys ever want to get creative with slow motion, but it's not letting you go as slow as you want. That is my solution to make an extra slow motion video. So this is probably a good time to introduce you to the concept of adding graphics to your videos. So here we go. See the X with the plus sign on the bottom left? You hit X for your add menu, add effects. So as you see on the left with this menu, up top we have stickers. Alright, and let's say we did want to add this graphic right here to overlay, because it is in slow motion. Real quick, if you're going to want to place it right there, if you need to move it, transform, you hit X, and I'm using the left analog stick to move it around. Let's say we wanted it down here. There you go, and X will place it. Oh, before I do that, this is R1 to make it bigger, and L1 to make it slower. If you want to rotate it, there you go, that's L2 and R2. But say we like it right there, and that's right where we want it, that size. You hit X, the check mark in the bottom left. There you go. Opacity, maybe you want to be a little bit see-through. Let's do it, how about right there for this tutorial. Hit X to confirm that. That would delete it. And layer order, I'll show you that later. But right now, that is all you need to know for this moment. So as you see, it starts on the exact frame. So if you want to be really technical, if you want it to start here, you're gonna have to have your time marker exactly where you want it to start. So as you can see, this is where it was whenever I added it, but it's gonna appear right there. So that might be something in case you don't want it right away. But there you go. All right, so let's play it right here and see what it looks like. There. All right, and as you see, it's a little bit see-through. You can see his arm behind it, if that's what you like. But that is how you add a sticker. Let's say we want to add something, say right here where he is. Like right when we hit him. Well, we already hit him. So say like right here. I'll show you another thing here. Circle. Come back to the X for the add menu. Add effects. Here's what. Let's say we want to add the. Boom. No, wait. Pow. Kapow. How about pow? All right. Let's move it to right here. Pow. Okay. And we're gonna hit X to place it. And we're gonna hit circle to go back. Say we like it right there. Let's see what it looks like so far. Pow. All right. But see, it's going to play all the way to the end of the clip. And there's no way, see, if you go to do anything here, there's no way to just change the length of it. So until they change the options, basically what you're going to have to do is wherever you want that to end, just play it with R2. Say you only want it for a second. Say you want to stop right there. What you need to do right now is you need to get your wrench menu. You need to split this clip right here. And as you can see, it disappears. So does your slow, so you'll have to go re-add that if you want that to continue all the way throughout. But That's one downfall of Share Factory at the moment. You can't adjust the lengths of your graphics other than ending them by splitting a clip. But at least luckily, the slow motion feature does not change whenever you split it. But as you can see, it starts right where we placed it and ends right where we split it. So if you want to re-add that slow, you're going to have to come back in here and you're going to have to, right at the beginning, right guys? You're going to have to come back and X for add effects, come back here to slow, try and guess what size it was. I know I had made it a little bit bigger. I know the opacity was, let's see, what was the opacity on it? Check mark to place it, opacity, we had it somewhere like that around here, around 50 or something like that. Hit X. Alright, and then you would hit X to confirm it, circle, or X to confirm that opacity, circle to get to back out of that menu. So as you see it changed, you would have to actually sit here and mess around with it. Let's edit it. I'll show you how to edit stuff. Alright, hit X to edit. We're going to transform it. Looks like it's up here a little bit. I'm hitting the D-pad to fine tune it. The left analog will speed it up. Alright, place it there. Circle to get out of the menu. Let's see. Is it close? Well, you get the idea. It takes a little bit of fine tuning, but you'd have to actually add that effect back in. Just to let you guys know if you're really planning on editing stuff. Hope you get the idea. But anyway, so that brings me to another point. Say you have two things and you want to edit a, see I'm pressing up and down to select the one I want to edit. The highlighted one, if I hit X, is going to let me edit it. Transform, let's move it over here. You know what I mean? Hit X to place it. Alright, hit down. Now I'm on slow again if I was going to move that around there. That is how you toggle between the things you want to edit. Okay, so that is basically how you can select one effect. If you have a whole bunch of effects, you can narrow it down by pressing up and down to get to the one you want. Okay, so that brings me to another point, because it's basically the same concept. Let's edit text. So if you have a title screen in the beginning, see how it says shares? That's what we named it, which reminds me to save your work. I'm hitting circle, options, the very bottom right hand corner, the disk icon. I'm hitting options. Let's save the project so we don't lose all this work, a half hour, however long I've been talking. Alright, so as you can see, shares, say we don't want it to be called shares. It's pretty easy. You're going to come to your wrench, which is that square menu, hit the square, come down to edit overlays, hit X on that, and there you go. See, I'm going up and down. This smiley face is like my avatar, which I don't have one, so it's just that smiley face. But let's just say we don't want that to be in here at all. I'm going to hit X for edit, and I'm going to delete that sticker. So there you go. Bye-bye, smiley face. Alright, so now we're going to edit the text. So you want to have your wrench menu, hit the square, edit overlays right there in the bottom left-hand corner. You hit X to activate this menu. Remember, you go up and down to select which one. Say we want to call it something else. Hit X to edit the one that's highlighted. Edit text. Let's say we want it to say Warframe. Real big. Alright, and R2 done. Let's say that we want to, let's say, we want to change the color. Come over here to colors. Say we want to make it green. See, nothing's changing yet. Let's just say we want to make it, let's say we want to make it pink. Nothing happening. All right, well, there you go. You have to come down your saturation. Remember to move it all the way to the right. There, now it is pink. And if you like everything else, I'm going to hit X to confirm it. And let's hit circle, see what it looks like. Good, pink, nice and pink. Let's say we want to make this the same exact color. Hit X, color, come down here. Where's that pink we just used? There it is. Hit X on that. Perfect. All right, and circle, there. Okay. So here's another tip. This is why I don't like the title screens. You can't change the size of anything, really. So preferably, I would suggest you do something like this. Come back to the beginning where it's going to start. We're going to, first of all, bring up your edit menu, edit overlays. All right, let's pick this first one, edit. Let us, there you go, delete text, confirm. All right, let's pick this one here, edit that, delete text, confirm, there. All right, all gone. This is what I suggest that you do. Okay, come back to the circle. You got your little plus menu there in the bottom left-hand corner. Hit X. You're going to add effects. Now we're going to add our text ourselves. So come all the way down here where it says text. So say we want something really big. Say we want this right here, all right? Let's make it say Warframe. All right, done. Let's say we wanted to change the color to that pink that we liked. There you go. And I'm hitting circle. I'm going to edit this. Let's transform it. We'll bring it down here. Let's put it all the way down here just for the heck of it. All right, and now we're going to hit the circle. Good. Okay, circle. All right, we're going to add another. You can only add one line of text at a time. It only takes like 16 characters. So hit X again. Add effects. I said add effects. All right, and say we just want a different type for our name. Let's say we want to use this one. I'm gonna put my gamer tag. All right, so there's my gamer tag. Let's say we want to make mine. I'm gonna make it green. The green I used recently. All right, hit the circle. Oh yeah, let's move it. Transform. Let's come down here. This is what the layer order means. Okay, so let's say to make it like cool looking, you don't even have to do this, but just so you see what layer order does, I hit X to place it right there. Layer order. So we want this one first. I'm going to confirm. I'm going to move up or down. See left and right, L1, R1. All right, I hit L1. Now it's in front of my text. So I'll show you an example where you might need to do this here right after this. But say we wanted to change this order so that my name appears in front of the Warframe, But in case things look out of order, you can always change your layer order of your effects like this. And say we like it right here. Let's confirm it. Good, and we're all done there. Hit circle. All right, so now we have a cooler looking way to make a title screen. Of course, it looks sort of crappy because I didn't spend much time on it, but you guys feel free to make it as cool as you can, but just so you get the idea of how layer order works. So when you're adding text, another way that layers might come in handy are if you're going to create a shadow. There's no way to create like a drop shadow with Share Factory when you're making text. So this is how you do it. You go to add effects right here. We're coming back down to our type. Let's find a real big blocky one for this example. All right, let's do this one right here. And let's see, let's do the same thing we're always typing here. Warframe. All right, this is going to be your shadow layer. So when you're done, hit R2, and then you're going to change the color right here to whatever your shadow is going to be. I'm just going to use black. But actually let's use this purple right here for the heck of it. There you go. All right, and come over here to transform. Let's say we want to put it right here, right? This is your shadow layer. Hit X to place it. All right, now you're going to create a layer on top. This is going to be important that you, here we go. You're going to your add menu again. Don't hit left or right or anything. Just keep it right here so you're not going to get offset on so you're on the same frame. All right, add effects. You're going to come back down to the same exact type. PlayStation likes to be able to save common words you use, so automatically it thinks I'm going to type Warframe, and it's right. I am. So same exact text, same exact size, spelled the same exact way, so everything looks right. Hit R2, I'm done. Transform right here, and here we go. Let's drag it, and I'm fine-tuning it with the D-pad. Nice little drop shadow. Hit the X to confirm it, and there you go. As you can see, I have created, with layers, a white text over top of the purple one, and that is how you can create like a shadow for your text. And why I like to make my own title screen, because the original text is not very editable. Where does this guy get hit? Let's say he gets hit right here, right? Pow. Okay, we want to make him say something. We want to make our guy say something. So right here is where I want to start it. I'm going to make sure I'm on my add menu, hit X, add effects. Let's come up here to stickers. Let's grab a speech bubble. All right, I know there's some in here. Looks like his head was facing left, so we'll pick this one right here. Let's transform it. Let's move it like right here. So it looks like he's saying it. Let's make it a little bit smaller. I'm hitting, transform, hitting the L1 to make it a little bit smaller. There you go. Let's place it right there. Good, okay. Now let's hit circle. We're going to, do not move your cursor, your time cursor. Don't hit left or right on anything. Hit circle again. Come back to your add menu, which is X. Add effects. And let's say we like this one here. Remember, if it's a lot of text, you might have to alter your size, plan ahead. I think mine's going to fit in here. Hit X. We're going to say rect, like it's a hashtag. Some of you, maybe if you're watching this, you know what the heck I'm talking about. Oh, if I could get to the menu there. R-E-K-T, rect. Alright, and let's change the color to, let's make it black. And let's transform it. We'll put it right here, rect. Alright, check mark. And, circle there, rect. So this is what it looks like now. So you have a sticker with a sticker, and I put type over top. Alright, so if you're getting crazy with your effects, it's just something I wanted to point out. Remember, it plays to the end of that clip only. If you want it to continue, you're going to have to add it in here, or if you want to stop abruptly, you would have to split your clip right here to end your graphic, but you get the idea. Hopefully you guys can take it from there. Here is what you would do in case, say you had messed up your layer order and your speech bubbles over top. Basically, you would just come and edit it, come to edit overlays, and of course you can see here we have both of them we can select. One is on top of the other, and basically you'd have to hit X to edit it, come over here to layer order, and see you can toggle it back and forth. And in case your speech bubble is above it and you lost your type, there you go, you're toggling it so you get things back in the correct order that you like. Of course, hit X to confirm it, hit circle to back out, and there you go. That is how you can add text over top of a sticker or something to make a speech bubble or something to spice up your video for your viewers. Alright, so now you can watch me make a short little clip. I'm going to show you a little trick that I use using transitions to make them look a little bit cooler. And we're going to make our own title screen. We're not going to include this, which is my preference, so I'm going to show you how I like to do it. We'll keep the intro and outro just for the heck of it. And this is the clip I need right here. Let me just make sure it's that one. Yeah, it's that one right there. Alright, so let's begin. Hit the square to start the project. Continue. Alright, so this is what it looks like from the beginning. Okay, as I said, I don't like to have a lot of unnecessary footage like before the action scene or after it, so I'm looking right for where... Alright, here we go. This is where it begins. As you can see, there's a lot of space between it of me just running around, standing around. I think it's better to keep an audience that you start right around where the action is going to begin. Alright, so let's say we're going to split it right... What's he doing? Alright, right here. Alright, so wrench menu, split this clip right here, X, confirm it, and we're going to trash this side, confirm it. There you go. And as you see, this transition disappeared, but we're going to add one here in a moment. And let's find the end of the clip. Let's say I'm going to end it. I only want to show this right here. Let's say we end it right... How about here, right when it starts to spin around? So I'm going to split this clip here, confirm, and square for the garbage can. Delete that. So now we're left with the outro, our main clip, and the intro. As you see, the intro is 5 seconds long. I do not want a 4 or 5 second intro, so I'm actually going to look for a break in the action. Here's how about this? How about I'll use the trim clip feature so you get to see that and get again in case you missed it earlier. But here we go. Let's find right where the action is going to start. Let's say we want the Share Factory logo in there. We'll start it right here. Hit X. There you go. All right. Now, first thing, before we add a transition, I'm using the D-pad to get it right on this first frame. Now, this is where I'm going to add my little title. So let's hit the X to add the title, add effects. Let's use this text right here, the big one. Let's call it Warframe. And R2, I'm done with it. Transform it. We're going to move it. Let's say we want to put it right about here. Hit X. All right, now let's see. Got to hit circle. circle, X to add the second line. Remember, you can only add one. Let's make it a little bit smaller. This one right here. We'll call it the Xmas Plunge R2. I'm done with it. I'm gonna change the color. I'm gonna make it this green that we were messing around with earlier, and of course transform it. I'm gonna move it to, let's say, right here. It overlaps a little bit. Looks sort of cool like that. I like it right there. I'm happy. Hit X to confirm it. Okay, circle and circle. This is what it looks like right now. Your title starts and it's going to play until you split. Sorry, until you split this clip. So I'm gonna stop it right when he jumps, like right there. So here we go. I'm gonna end the title effects. I'm going to hit square. I'm gonna split this clip right here. Confirm it there. See everything right now. The title is gone. Let's add our transitions. Okay, so X to add the transition. Let's go with this. It's like a pixelated kind of look, as you can see right here. All right, fades into it real nice. There goes the title. Let's add the same one at the end here. Add transition, block fade. There you go. All right. There. So let's watch it real quick. I'm gonna add one more effect, which I think you guys will think is pretty cool. But here you go. Woohoo! Pow! Splat. All right. There. Now remember, you don't even need this share factory thing at the end, but I like it in a way. It's a good way to fade out your video, and of course you can always add your own animations on the PlayStation 4, especially if you have like a black screen, like a screenshot or something. And you might not want this intro either, but here, let's get to this the good stuff. This is what I like to do to add a little bit of an effect to it. I'm looking for like the moment of impact, but I'm gonna go like a frame or two later. How about like right here? Because when you add a transition, you're actually going to cover the left and the right side. You're gonna cover the end and the beginning of these two clips. So I'm gonna split it right here. You'll see what I'm talking about. We're gonna get the wrench menu, split this clip right here, confirm. All right, now we're gonna make sure your one on the left is highlighted. We're going to X for add transition. Remember this burn fade I liked earlier? This red one, there you go. See, so now it adds a little bit of an effect where as soon as you hit him, it's real bright red on the screen. Of course, feel free to mess around with things like that. And remember, Share Factory only lets you split a clip down to 1 second, so you can't have like 4 or 5 of these transitions all in a row. But it's a cool little tip, I think, maybe help you improve the look of your videos. But as we're watching it here, oh, you know what? Let's watch it on the L2. Let's watch it on the full screen. I guess you can hear my neighbor's dog barking, but here we go. There's that nice red transition we added there, and a nice cool fade out. Awesome. And I'm hitting circle to get back here. So there you go. Maybe I'll just render this and upload it, and you guys can check it out here. It'll be like an unlisted video on my channel if you click the annotation. I'll show you one more thing I used one time, which I thought was pretty cool. So we have this normal video clip here. And this is another thing you can do with transitions to fade, like from color effects. All right. Let's spice it up a little bit. So we're going to add. Let's go here to add effects. Let's do filters. Let's come over here to this colorize. All right. And as you can see here, it is now all red. So let's pick where we want to start our transition. Let's say we'll have we're gonna fade into like a black and white here. Let's say we want to do it right. Let's say right here. Okay. You're going to square, split the clip right here, confirm, and now as you see, you're gonna have to add your color again here. But I'm just gonna save the step, and we're just gonna split this right here, confirm. All right, and now here we're going to colorize this again to red to match the first one. All right, so this right here, we're going to make this one black and white. Same thing using filters. Black and white. Okay, now right here, I'm going to add this transition right here, desaturate fade, And then right here, I'm going to select this. I'm going to hit Add Transition, Desaturate Fade. So there you go. Something else you can play around. There's so many things you can do doing with transitions and filters and things like that. Just trying to give you guys some ideas. Hopefully you can take it farther than I can and make some really cool creative stuff for your videos. Let's say we made our video and we want to add some music. So basically I have almost a 10-minute long video here. I'm scrolling all the way to the beginning, and let's say I want to add my music to start right here at the very beginning. So you need to go to your add menu, right over here, all the way on the right, add music. I'm hitting X, and it brings up all these. I've never had a problem with copyright issues on my channel using any of these songs. Let's say we use, there's only a dozen right now, but for whatever reason, I don't know. I'm sure they'd like to add some one day, but let's do, for the heck of it, we'll do Pressure Plate right here. Let's see what it sounds like real quick. Alright, so say you do want to adjust the volume, you can always edit that. Let's go to music volume. Let's say for whatever reason, 100, we had to bump it up to 120 to make it sound right when you play it back. Alright, so we like the volume right there. Okay, let's say you actually decide, you know what, after you play it, you're like, you know, I'd rather have it start right at the beginning here. That's no problem. All you have to do is get back into that edit menu, so you hit the square, come over here and move music. Alright, and I'm dragging with the right analog stick. The beginning of that green bar is where your music is going to be. So if you see it, let's say we begin it right here, right when that transition, right in the middle of that transition there, right at the beginning. And now I'm hitting X to confirm it. This is what it would be like now. See, it kicks in right when your video does. Alright, so I hit circle to get back here. Now if you look on the very bottom, our music clip only goes so far. So let's add some more, right? Because we don't want the music to just stop. So basically, this is what you do. So you're going to add music again. You can pick the same song and loop it. Pick another one if you like. For this demo, I'm just going to pick the same song again. So I'm hitting X. And as you see, it adds it right here at the end. This is what it sounds like. You are not able to blend these together. So here's what it sounds like. A lot of these songs do sort of work together by fading out and fading in, but just in case, let's say you did want to add a fade in to this second song, all you have to do is come back to your wrench edit menu. You can add a fade in if you like, and you can adjust it, maybe have it like about a second long, just so it doesn't just blare in your ears as soon as that other one is ended. Alright, so that's how you can add a fade in. As you see, there's a little icon there that fades in. As you look, we still have more video than music available, so we'll come back over here and we're going to add music again. Let's say right here, same song. Alright, and as you see, I didn't line it up. All you got to do, you come in here, get back into your edit menu, move the music. Alright, there you go. And as you see, L1 just flips between songs, so you're just, R1 and L1 just moves between tracks. As you watch on the time marker there in the bottom, you can see it goes just to the beginning of that song. Keep in mind this. Hit X to place it. Okay, look at your edit menu again. Music volume. Oh, the second clip was at 80 because we didn't change it. If for some reason, whatever you needed to change it to, like 120, make sure you come back and edit your music volume so they all match. And always watch your video first before you upload it, just in case, so you catch a mistake. Alright, so there you go. We have three looped ones. Let's add that intro back on here. Add the fade in of 1 second. There you go. So now they're all the same, and it's going to loop. And as you can see, at the end we got all this extra stuff where the song happens to go a little bit longer. So basically this is all you do. I like to stop it just short of the end of the video. So have your time marker right about there, and you go back to the edit menu. Come over here to, You can use trim music. I really never use it because it's so much harder to pinpoint right where you want it. I come over here to split music. I hit X again, confirming it. And as you can see, here's all the junk afterwards that would play if you forgot to erase this part. So just hit the square button, confirm it, and that graphic and all that audio track deletes. So you don't want your video to end like this. Doesn't that sound bad? You know, just abruptly ending. So here's what you can do. Come back into your edit menu, come over here to fade out, add a fade out. If it's a really, really long video, I typically just make it 5 seconds. If it's a short video, like with like 15 seconds or so, I might make it like 2 or possibly 3. But a longer video, I like to do 5 seconds. So here's what it sounds like now when it ends. Alright, and of course, you know, if I had spent the time, I'd have a little fade out here so it doesn't just end with my guy standing there. But, you know, I'm doing this just to show you how the adding music works. I've never had a copyright issue with any of these songs that PlayStation offers. Here's where I actually do have a fade out. Okay, because I had added this to show you what happens when you need to add like 3 songs. So as you can see now, it ends a little bit before this fade out. I'm going to come back in my edit menu here. I'm going to have a fade out. Let's just make it whatever. We'll make it 5 seconds for this one. Confirm. And this is how it sounds with fade out when you have a. This is how the music sounds fading out of video where you have a proper outro. So as you see, it works out rather well. I think it's an awesome feature to add music. I just wish that they had more songs for us to use, but that right there is how you add music to your video. Now it's time to cover commentary. As you can see here, this clip has about 4 or 5 different sections with transitions and everything. You can commentate over the entire thing using only your mic, or if I hit X here to get to the menu, add commentary. My lips aren't probably going to match up from what you're hearing because I'm using a capture card to record this, but this is how you're going to view it. You can do it with, this is a PlayStation camera and mic. You can also do it with just the plain old one that comes with your PlayStation that plugs into the controller. I'll show you that here after this one. So here you go, as you see in the bottom left hand corner, that X. Alright, here is your audio and video or audio only. Since we're using a camera, we're going to use audio and video, and it gives you a little delay, so you're ready. Alright, so this is where you start talking about your video, whatever you want to do, like, I love this game so much, or look how good I am, or, you know, something happened to me, or you got to explain a glitch or something, you know, anything you want to commentate about on camera, here it is. You cannot change anything, you can't edit the colors, you can't zoom in or zoom out, so position it, see my background is back there, position it according to however you see fit and what's going to work for you. As you see now, we're at 30 seconds. I'm covering that whole transition there. So let's pretend that we've done enough. Circle on the bottom will basically just stop it like this, right to the beginning, and you're back to the beginning. And you would hit X again to re-record. Pretend like you didn't like what you're saying, or you want to do it over. There you go. Circle is the do-over, and you would sit here and you would talk and whatever. Again, till you get it right and you're happy with how you look and etc. Okay, so to actually stop it and save your commentary, you're going to press the X button here. See down there? I'm on backwards. Where it says stop in the corner. Hit X. All right, let's get about 20 seconds worth of commentary here. There you go. Saving it. And hopefully you don't hear an echo or something, but whenever this replays, we'll find out here when I go to make my video. All right. Commentary starts at the beginning. You can do things like this. See that the square wrench menu, you bring that up, trim it. Say this works just the way that the trimming clips did. Say in the end you want to trim something off, or in the beginning. There you go. Feel free to edit that. You can also move it. So say you're off a little bit, hit X where you want to place it. You know, say you liked it right there. Of course, commentary, if you're rewatching your video and it is too low, the audio, you can always boost the audio quality or lower it. Alright, and if you don't like it all in the end, you can always delete it. So let's check out pip layout. Pip layout is going to place the commentary that you just did. Typically, you don't want to cover up anything very important in the game, which in Warframe, every corner seems to have something. But we're going to do top right for the heck of it. And as you watch here, let's back out of this menu. And you see me up in the top right-hand corner there. Let's play it. Let's actually play it on full screen so you get to see what it looks like. As you can see, I'm sitting there talking about the video. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? So,
etc.
That is what the pip layout does. You can place it top left, bottom
You're gonna press
left.
the X button.
Oh, I'm top right, bottom right. You know, you get the idea. You can always come back here and hit the square to edit your commentary out of this menu at any time. So basically, commentary volume, pip layout, that's what I'm looking for here. Full screen would be like your whole face is on the screen.
You're going to press the X button here.
See what I mean? Which I don't know why you would do that. Oh. If you had, let's see here. Side by side, offset. Side by side is basically going to look like this.
Backwards, where it says stop in the corner.
And then, of course, you have, let's see, pip layout of... I'll show you another trick, too, that you can do with the layouts of your video. Go to pip layout. This is what offset looks like.
To actually stop it and save your commentary, you're going to press the...
Alright, so now, let's go back to edit commentary. We'll go to pip layout, and we're going to put it top right. I'll show you how you can do it with layouts. Another little trick I found out, but up to you if you want to use it or not. Okay, so see in the screen up here, in up there, see the little yellow outline? That's where your commentary is going to be. Check this out. So on your clip, hit circle, make sure you're back to this menu here. This clip, actually you'd have to do it to all of these because it only work, effects only work per clip. So basically come down here, you're going to hit X, you're going to add effects, come over here to layouts. Remember we have our camera in the top right, so we're going to pick this one here, bottom left panel. Alright, hit X. And as you can see now, as I'm playing it, I'm in the top right hand corner and the video's in the bottom left. The difference between this and the pip layout option is that you sort of overlap your screen there.
Here and you would talk.
And you want another cool tip?
Again.
Actually, alright, you want another cool tip why you might want to do something like this? Because you can do things such as X, add effects. Let's come over here to text. We'll do Warframe and let's move it over here. Let's actually just change the color real quick. Let's make it dark blue, and well, it sort of clashes, but to save time, we're going to edit again. We're going to add another line of text. Let's say we type commentary. Comments. Let's just say comments. Okay. Done. And let's make this color match. We come right down here. Alright, and gotta move it, of course. Edit that. Transform. Left joystick. Warframe. Comments. See? So you can have a title here. Alright. Play the video.
Circle is the do-over, and you would sit here and you would talk, and whatever. Again, till you...
So you get the idea. You can be really creative with this this layout. You can have a commentary and add comments, like quote yourself up in the spaces. You have a lot of options to get creative. That is how to do it with... I keep hitting the wrong button there. I've been doing this video for like over 2 hours now. Okay, so now I'm just gonna delete these. Let's delete that layout. Okay, so we get back to normal. I'm going to also delete the overlays, which are my text right there, just to get back to the beginning. And I'll show you how to do it with just the mic. Edit, delete text. There you go. And we're gonna edit this one, delete that text as well. Confirm. All right. And let's just erase that commentary too while we're at it. which is basically come in edit commentary, and I would hit the square to get the edit menu, delete commentary. There you go, confirm. Okay, now I'm going to unplug this camera and plug in my mic, the mic for my controller. So here we go, and unplugging the camera. Oh, no device, it says. If you don't have the device, no problems. As you see now, it says my microphone switched to the headset connected to the controller. So here, let's do a commentary. Let's start it right here. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you'll see a little red microphone icon there, and you can hear me talking at the same time in the video as it plays, and everything in yellow is the commentary you're creating right now. So we'll give it a second or two. We'll make it like about 20 seconds long. Remember, circle will just erase it back to the beginning, so you can do a do-over, and X stop will save it. So let's hit X right now. There you go. And you can listen to myself talk about what I just told you. At the same time in the video as it plays, and everything in yellow is the commentary you're creating, right? So you get the idea, right? Now I'm just going to unhook my mic here. So that covers commentary. Alright, right now you'll be able to hear myself talking. Just a quick little commentary over top of the music to let you know that you can commentate and have music at the same time. The only thing is re-listen to your video. That way, if you think that you need to turn your commentary volume up and your music volume down, make sure you do it. Everybody can hear you over your music, because your words are more important than the music. This is just to let you know that it is possible to have both. If you want to place a watermark or your logo somewhere in your video, you're basically going to have two things. Either one clip, a full clip where you're going to be able to overlay it, or if it's a bunch of clips, you're going to have to render it once without it and then render it again after adding it. I'll show you what I mean. So let's say we have this clip here. We want to add effects. Here's mine. This would be like your avatar. Here's mine right here. I'm going to add this one right here and transform it. Actually, let's place it there right now. Let's scoot over a little bit. All right, here it is right here. So we can see it. We're going to edit, transform. It's super huge, of course. We're going to shrink it down. I always put mine here. The reason I use them, actually, just so everybody knows it's my video, and I've actually found videos of mine on other people's channels, and people have stolen clips. It's not like with today's technology, you couldn't erase somebody's watermark, but just if you want to, this is how you do it. I'm going to place mine right here. All right, and check mark. So as you can see now, if you watched the video, there it is in the bottom right. As I said, if you have a whole bunch of clips, like say you have see, once you split this video, right now you can just render this video if this is your final project and you're good to go. As we mentioned earlier, let's just say you split this clip right here, and say you had another clip right here, right? You're going to have to apply that to every single one, and to line it up exactly, see how it disappeared, might be a little troublesome, and it might look a little goofy if it's moving around in different sizes from clip to clip. So here's what you do when you have a whole bunch of clips and you want to add a watermark to the entire final project. Okay, so I'm going to erase this for right now. Let's go to Edit Overlays, that one right there. We're going to edit that and delete it. There you go. Okay, so you're going to first have to render this video. If this is what you had and you're all done, you had all these different clips, the first thing you need to do is actually export to gallery. So we'll just do it real quick. So here I'm looking at a video I made actually yesterday. As you can see, it is totally rendered. Obviously, there would be a lot of split clips and things. You see I have transitions and a title and things like that. So if I was going to add a watermark to the whole video, let's say I'd even just want to do it right here. We'd start it right here. So basically this is where I'm going to add my watermark, right here to this. This is like a two-step process, as you're noticing. Alright, I'm going to add it. Oh, it's so huge. We don't want it to be too huge, and I like to put mine in the bottom right hand corner, but you know, that's where mine works. You can put yours wherever you like. And there you go. Alright, and I make sure that I can't see the bottom of that orange box, so I know there's no video underneath it. Okay, and I'm going to hit the check mark. And let's just say I see it appears there, and let's just say I wanted to end it before the video so it disappears right there. Simply just square, split the clip right here. Alright, and as you can see there, it's gone. Now you would render this. Another thing you can check, sometimes your audio might be really, really low. So you can, of course, while you're going to re-render this for the second time, if you thought that your audio was sort of low, simply just come back in here, check the clip volume, re-boost it up to whatever you think is needed. You know, give it a test listen, see what you need, so that whenever you do re-render it, you're adding a little boost to your volume and it'll be a little bit louder than it was before, if you need to do something like that. So that is how you add a watermark to a video, a complete entire video, after you render it first, so that everything looks nice and smooth. So here's my final video. I did it using everything that I showed you here today. I hope you guys will go check it out and give it a like. Actually, this one too, and share this if you think I helped you out today, or you know somebody that could use some tips in creating a awesome YouTube gaming video using only your PlayStation 4. So now that we're all done with our video, it is time to render it, and we're going to upload it to our YouTube channel. So, of course, save it. Alright, and we're going to hit Options again to export to gallery. Alright, so this might take a little bit. I'm going to let it start to render, and then I will check in with you guys here once it nears the end. Alright, we're at about 92%, almost complete, and we're just waiting on the final closing scene right there. Alright, perfect. So here are your options. You can share it right now or share it later. It's the same thing. I will actually do the share it later in case you want to see the extra details you need to do with that. Of course, everybody need to have your YouTube channel already set up and linked to your PlayStation account. So here we go. I'm going to pick share it later. Alright, and it disappeared. So this is what you do. You can press, actually I usually just go here to this screen and then I press share and upload video clip right here. You want to be the very top clip. There it is. See, it even has a little Share Factory icon next to it. It's that top one right there, 1 minute and 55 seconds long. So I'm hitting X, enter, and I would hit X here for YouTube. It's obviously too long for Twitter, or if you want to share it to Facebook or Dailymotion, anything else you like, but I'm going with YouTube here. You can play it right now if you haven't already watched it. Just make sure there's no mistakes or anything, especially typos. This is where you'd edit your title. Like those, Warframe, you know. Anyway, you want a very descriptive title, awesome title so people watch it. Same with down here with your description. You type in exactly what you want. Public, it's going to upload public right away. Unlisted, it'll be unlisted, or private, it'll be private on your channel until you make it public, if you decide to do so. Alright, and I always actually include a Twitter link whenever I post new videos, so everyone that follows me on Twitter can see it right away. And then you would hit share right here, and it will start the process of uploading. I made this video today basically because I made an original video and I couldn't believe how popular it got. I always had so many questions asking about how to, especially about commentary. So they even added some new things since the old video. So I really wanted to try and address everybody's concerns, and I hope I answered every single thing I could possibly think of, and actually threw in some of my own tips there for you. So appreciate it if you did like the video. It was super long, but if you made it all the way through or just happened to skip around and you're listening to me now, I appreciate everybody for checking it out. And if you could share it around, if anybody you think might need a tip on Share Factory, I'd appreciate it. And I guess we'll catch you guys here in another video one day. Alright everybody, thanks again.